Take a seat for this one, okay? The JLO fans are exposing Ben Affleck for being abusive. Now, I'm trying to understand. They're now exposing Ben because of this divorce news. So there's so much that they're posting all over social media, and we're about to get into it. Let's get into this. So, somebody on Twitter, all right, had said since he's trending because of Jennifer Lopez divorcing him, here is Ben Affleck's long history of assaulting women and being overall problematic. This thread might be triggering for SA victims. All right. Let's get into it. She posts in October 2017, 5 days after the claims broke about Harvey Weinstein, who backed Affleck to Matt Damon's screenplay for Good Will Hunting. Affleck said that he was saddened and angry over the claims. So this was a post that Ben Affleck had made back when the claims came out about Harvey Weinstein. He says, "I am saddened and angry that a man who I worked with used his position of power to intimidate, sexually harass, manipulate many women over decades. The additional allegation of assault that I read this morning made me sick. This is completely unacceptable, and I find myself asking what I can do to make sure this doesn't happen to others. We need to do better at protecting our sisters, friends, coworkers, daughters. We must support those who come forward and condemn this type of behavior when we see it and help ensure that there are more women in positions of power." Matt Damon didn't have the same reaction. I believe he had a bit of a different reaction at the time. And then it continues. But actress Rose McGowan, who was assaulted by Weinstein in 1997, stuck out at his claims to obliviousness. She tweeted at Ben Affleck, "God damn it. I told him to stop doing that. You said that to my face. The press conference I was made to go to after the assault. You lied." So Rose McGowan had called out Ben Affleck, "God damn it, I told him to stop doing that. You said that to my face. The press conference I was made to go to after the assault, you lied." So Rose McGowan is saying he very well knew about the allegations and didn't say or do anything. The New York Times later asked Rose McGowan whether she was accusing Ben of knowing about Weinstein's alleged acts towards her and of lying because his statement did not give any indication that he was aware of Weinstein's alleged past behavior. I'm saying exactly that. This is what Rose McGowan responded to the New York Times. Shortly after, actress Hilarie Burton commented in response to a Twitter user who said that Affleck grabbed Hilarie Burton's breasts on TRL once. Everyone forgot though. Burton replied, "I didn't forget. I was just a kid," adding that she had to laugh back then so she wouldn't cry. And here is Hilarie Burton Morgan, who says, "I didn't forget that. Seriously, thank you for that. I was a kid. And girls, I'm so impressed with you brave ones. I had to laugh back then. I wouldn't cry. Sending love." So the JLO, supporters are kind of pulling a lot of the stuff. I mean, unless they've spoken out about this before, because I'd never seen anybody compile all of this. Or are they calling out Ben Affleck because he needs to be called out, which I'm all for, but I know he's trending because of the divorce. In my opinion, I mean, can we just make sure that, everybody's getting called out, including JLo, including everybody? Not just Ben, but like both of them? Because to me, they're both problematic in the industry. Let's play this clip that this person tweeted.
You're always like, "I'm just free-spirited. It's so nice to see you."
And he wraps his arm around me and comes over and tweaks my left boob.
Nice to see you.
I don't know what happened, but Hilarie all of a sudden was like, "Ooh." I'm just like, "What are you doing?" And there was a little squeeze. I don't know. We played the tape over a couple times. Yeah, he pulled that move.
That's
for
his
sure.
move, yeah.
Some girls like a good tweakage here and there. I'd rather have a high five.
Yeah, that definitely did not look very good, especially if she was 19 at the time. Or younger, it sounds like. I don't know. And then it continues. Another video, and I've seen this video before from 2004, shows Affleck assaulting a Canadian reporter, Anne-Marie Losequit, I think that's how you say her last name, during a junket. These breasts are really firm, suspiciously firm. They're like two giant stones, he says to her. He also touches her nipples, suggesting they recreate a Janet Jackson moment. Let's play this clip.
Sex all the time. You don't want to talk. You don't want to hold me. Stay still. Ooh, stop it. Stop jerking. Stop it. Stop it. What are you doing? Stop holding me.
Oh, you're terrible.
Oh,
I look like a...
It had turned into an embarrassing spectacle that could cost Ben's reputation. I'm just reading the lines.
What I want to do is sit down and talk. Let's just talk. Just don't get that sex all the time. But all you want to do is have sex all the time. You don't want to talk. You don't want to hold me.
Hopefully we don't get dinged for the music. So I mean, I do think Ben Affleck is a hypocrite. I also think Matt Damon is a hypocrite. I think all of these Hollywood people are hypocrites. I think Jennifer Lopez is a hypocrite. I think they're all hypocrites. We can all put them in that bucket. But my thing is that are people coming now for Ben Affleck because of the divorce? So then let's put this abuser label on Ben Affleck because of this divorce. Why didn't we do this before? Or if we did it before, like, was it before he got with JLO? Because everybody was praising that, Bennifer 2.0 relationship. Like, let's keep the same energy. Does that make sense? She says, I have to put it in context. I did many interviews like that with Affleck. Like what? Like that? She said it was consensual game that they often played. She says, if I felt uncomfortable, first of all, I would have stopped it right away. So she does defend the actions of Ben Affleck, but keep that in mind.
These breasts are very firm. Suspiciously firm.
Suspiciously firm. It's creepy. All right, I think we're done watching this because this is a little too much. And then the person on Twitter says, even with these clear allegations, Affleck didn't want to take accountability. As he was a guest on Colbert, the actor assured that he didn't remember the incident by saying, I don't remember it, but I absolutely apologize for it. I certainly don't think she's lying. Well, was he drunk? Because I know, him, he's like a recovering alcoholic, my understanding. I don't want to excuse it, but I'm wondering if he was drinking around this time. Let's play this clip.
I gave her a hug. I don't remember it, but
There's a video of it, like the earlier video we just saw. Oh my God. Okay, let's keep playing this. To Rose McGowan as well. I swear, like, some people, he's like, please don't cancel me. Please don't expose me. Please don't say nothing. Please. Clapping. Okay, whatever. Dealt with this in the industry. People just don't talk because they don't want to be, blackballed. They don't want to be, listed as not having been able to have spoken out. Brandon Fraser, he talked about going through very similar situations in the industry. He was essentially put away somewhere. Great actor, right? Great movies. I mean, you guys, I don't know about it. For millennials, The Mummy and the series of The Mummy, that's like a staple in our, millennial life, right? Like some of us, I think I've watched The Mummy 1,000 times, the first, the second, and there were some other ones after. And he was an actor that reached various heights in Hollywood, and he was also violated in Hollywood. His story is amazing. You guys have to go Google search his story. It's a amazing story where he spoke out and he was like not given any more jobs. Hours after his apology, makeup artist Anna Marie Tendler, who was married to comedian John Mulaney, I think that's how you say that, blasted Ben for groping her in 2014. I would also love to get an apology from Ben Affleck, who grabbed my ass at the Golden Globes party in 2014. This is what was reported. Makeup artist accuses Ben Affleck of groping her. Oh my gosh. And this was the tweet. I would also love to get an apology from Ben, who grabbed my ass at a Golden Globes party in 2014. That's not far from 2017, guys. That's when all the allegations and right around the time the Me Too movement was starting. So keep that in mind. Comedian Jen Statsky confirmed Anne Marie's claims, tweeting, "I was also at the party and multiple friends had the same exact experience." Ben Affleck never apologized to Anne Marie. Oh, Lord. Look at, I was also at the same party, supporting the tweet. And then there's more. Since then, Ben started damage control by using his children for stage paparazzi outings of him spending time with them and going to church with his family after not being spotted with them for months before the allegations. There's articles out there that support this by saying, back to dad duty, Ben Affleck attends church services with his kids after a week of rehab. Oh, that's like, wow. Okay. All right. But a month later, while promoting his new movie, Justice League, Ben Affleck thought it was okay to make an R joke. The comment was followed by an uneasy silence from the cast. Oh, Lord, let's watch this.
And if you could pick any character to join the Justice League for a sequel, who would it be and why?
Black Canary. We could use more women.
Yeah, Supergirl for that same reason, and it's nice to have a bit of family for Superman.
Zatanna, because she could just come in and just make crazy stuff happen. Yeah.
It would be a little scary having that sword around, though.
No, Zatanna,
Oh, sorry.
the magic
Zatanna.
one.
I understand. I love Zatanna. Yes, good call.
The fishnets, right? On the.
That's not what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Hey,
What would you get
The fishnets. Okay.
up to if you had like Supergirl or joining the team?
I think it would just create a different dynamic. You know. When
You following the news at all?
when each of these.
What is he like? It's just the vibe that he gives. I mean, I guess insert joke wherever he puts it here, but it does feel a little uneasy here.
Characters gets together because we all have like one-on-one time within the movie, except for Henry because he's dead. He has one-on-one time with himself, and it's interesting just to see the different dynamics. It would just add a different flavor to the soup. We got Justice League gumbo.
Mm-hmm.
There could be someone in the Green Lantern Corps who could be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
True.
There's no reason why a woman can't get the ring.
We should
Fish, a woman with a fish head.
This is about
A woman with a fish head. Okay.
to spark major controversy.
Dun, dun,
Watch it happen.
Yeah. We should have 8 women. The whole Green Lantern Corps should be women.
That would be awesome.
Absolutely.
And then the tweets thread continues. It doesn't stop at essay accusations. Back in 2015, Affleck found himself in hot water when leaked Sony emails revealed that he used his power to force PBS Finding Your Roots host Henry Louis Gates Jr. to delete the part of his episode which revealed that he had a slave owning ancestor. What? Oh my God. What? So this is a quote straight from, I guess, that. Here's my dilemma. Confidentially, for the first time, one of our guests has asked us to edit out something about one of his ancestors, the fact that he owned slaves. Roots host Henry Louis Gates Jr., one of the world's leading experts on Black history, said in an email to then Sony chief Michael Linton, dated back July 22nd, 2014. Now 4 or 5 of our guests this season's descendants from slave owners, including Ken Burns. We've had anyone ever try to censor or edit what we found. He's a megastar. What do we do? I would take it out if no one knows. But if it gets out that you're editing the material based on this kind of sensitivity, then it gets tricky. Again, all things being equal, I would definitely take it out, Linton replied. All my producers would know. His PR agency the same as mine, and everyone there has been involved in trying to resolve this. My agent at CAA knows, and PBS would know. To do this would be a violation of PBS rules, actually, even for Batman, explained Mr. Gates. And it continues. He then apologized for it in a very tone-deaf way, where he actually compared erasing his racist ancestor and the people he enslaved from the historical record to bad acting takes in film. Lord have mercy. And then it says, after an exhaustive search of my ancestry for finding your roots, it was discovered that one of my distant relatives was an owner of slaves. I didn't want any television show about my family to include a guy who owned slaves. I was embarrassed. The very thought left a bad taste in my mouth. Skip decided what went into the show. I lobbied him the same way I lobby directors about what takes of mine I think they should use. This is a collaborative creative process. Skip agreed with me on the slave owner, but made other choices I disagree with. In the end, it's his show, and I knew what's going in. I'm proud to be his friend, proud to have participated. It's important to remember that this isn't a news program. Finding Your Roots is a show where you voluntarily provide a great deal of information about your family, making you quite vulnerable. The assumption is that they will never be dishonest, but they will respect your willingness to participate and not look to include things you think would embarrass your family. I regret my initial thoughts that the issue of slavery not be included in the story. We deserve neither credit nor blame for our ancestors, and the degree of interest in this story suggests that we are, as a nation, still grappling with the terrible legacy of slavery. It is an examination well worth continuing. I'm glad that my story, however, indirectly will contribute to that discussion. While I don't like that the guy is an ancestor, I'm happy that aspect of our country's history is being talked about. Ben, oh my gosh. That was a post back in 2015 that he made. And then this person continues to expose Ben Affleck and says, but while Affleck chose to prioritize his own fragile ego over publicly reckoning with the suffering of Black people, he's had no problem realizing the full weight of atrocities committed against the Jewish people. Just months prior, Affleck gave this speech to the WGA and said, my parents named me after a Hungarian friend of theirs named Gisha. I think that's how you say that. When I got to be in the 4th or 5th grade, I threw a huge fit and I was like, you are the worst namer of people in the world. Everyone calls me Ben Gay. This was way before being gay was cool as it is now. My mom told me that Giza was a friend of hers who died around the time I was born. He was a Holocaust survivor from Hungary, and he was the most exceptional person she knew. He had leaped from a train during the Holocaust, taking Jews to the death camps, and he went back to save several other people to try to break them out. She told me 6 million Jews were murdered and that men like him, brave and selfish, were what stood between us and the evil that people were capable of doing to one another. That name has never been anything short of a tremendous honor to me since that day. I came to understand and better identify with the suffering of others. End of thread. Lord have mercy. And they put this picture of him there. I mean, that clearly he don't look good in this picture, okay? And they're saying that the way that man got an Oscar the year he got sued, I didn't know he got sued the same year he got an Oscar. Okay, but here's my question. Like, was Ben Affleck exposed this way before? Because I'd like to know what's going on. And then somebody posted a picture of him and Britney Spears and Diane Warren. Cool pic of me and Ben Affleck and Diane Warren years ago. He's such an amazing actor. Did I fail to mention I made out with Ben that night? I honestly forgot. Damn, that's crazy. I wish I could tell you guys the story that happened before that. Oh dear, I'm just being a gossip girl. I actually forgot. Wow. See, I didn't know all of this about Ben whatsoever. But my thing is like, I mean, what do you guys think? Like, are people coming for Ben because of the divorce, or are we coming for Ben because legitimately there are concerns about how he does things and what he does and all this other stuff? I mean, there are people that are tweeting Team JLO, Team JLO. The same person that's exposing him is saying Team JLO. So we're now going to call out Ben's like pass, but we didn't do it before because they were married. I mean, no joke. Look, we stand with JLo. Our Latina queen deserves the world. What? Like, why are we saying that? Like, y'all, if he look it, we love you, JLo. JLo deserves better. Come on now. Like, this is what I don't understand. I'm not defending Ben, but I am side-eyeing anybody that says Ben deserves to be exposed because now this divorce is, out there. Why didn't y'all expose Ben before? Why didn't anybody say anything? That's just my thought. I mean, people are literally praying for this man's downfall. I don't listen. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about the way this is driving, or maybe they should both be exposed. That's what I'm thinking. At the end of the day, y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comments. You agree? I mean, there's this person, shout out to them. They did a deep dive on Ben. But I do have to say this. Why wasn't this done before the divorce? Why are we like now exposing Ben because the divorce has happened and now people are team JLo? Are you kidding me? I ain't team none of these people. I'm just saying. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.